Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, November 15th. I know I did a video yesterday and I forgot. I just realized this morning that I did not put it out. So this is going to be a quick video. Alright, I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. It is my mother's birthday. Now, I'm a terrible son because I don't know how old she is. I've gotten to the point, even at my age, that I'm starting to realize that age is just a number. It is the time in our lives that I at least, still have time to achieve things. But at my mom's age, it's more her retirement time, her time to reflect, to look back, her time to enjoy her life and do what she wants. Which she has been for the most part. She's been relearning cross-stitch, and she's been relearning knitting, and she's been doing paint by numbers. In fact, the poster that she gave me was a wolf poster that was a paint by numbers. So, but still, it's like, even though my mom's not really a party person, we are taking her out to dinner. We are we're basically letting her decide what to do for what dinner is going to be. She already made her decision, so we know what we're doing. This is also the time of the year for a lot of people, including myself, where we do look back at our lives, and a lot of us, especially with what's been going on lately, me and Jerry more than myself, because I've learned how to deal with it. But we look back at the people we lost, and of course the freshest one, and I keep on saying it, is her brother's passing. And this morning, I'm waking up. I got itchy eye, dry skin around my eyes, which I've been dealing with off and on. But she woke up, she wasn't exactly in the best of mood. She was very depressed. So, for those of you who pray constantly, I don't ask for anything for myself. I ask it for her. I hardly ask for anything like that for myself. But that's why I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, because I want to be out there with her and not hiding away someplace. Not that I'm hiding, I come in here to do this. It's also the time of the year for me where I get multiple issues. Besides the psychological depression and dealing with that, which I can hide it pretty well, but sometimes I can't. I have my biannual sinus issue. I have my annual cold sore issue, things like that. And the problem with, especially like a cold sore, with the corona deal floating around, it makes me a little leery about going out, and it causes me to take extra precautions, which, should be taking extra precautions anyhow, because things are getting worse everywhere. I've read reports that Norway, the ports in Norway, they're talking about closing down commerce and travel again. Major cities like New York, is basically everything is closing down at 10 p.m. It's being enforced. Certain states, and I don't remember the states off the top of my head, are going into a shutdown or a lockdown situation. And there's even been reports of roadblocks where you can't even go in the state. I mean, that kind of makes me kind of go, what about truck drivers, deliveries, things like that have to come in and out of locations? Are they keeping them out? I've heard reports about Biden and his COVID experts and and whatnot, starting to implement certain things to help fight the COVID situation. I said it once, and I almost said it again, and it does and does not have to do with our previous president. If President Trump would have followed suit of many of our allied nations and done a full nationwide lockdown instead of a state-to-state lockdown, we would not have had the situation get out of hand. It has gotten out of hand. And I feel because we did not get a handle of it when it first started, like many other nations, we could have nipped it in the bud. And I feel that because we did not nip it in the bud in time or properly, it is causing other nations to get affected, to have a second wave or even a third wave. I don't know what wave we're on of the COVID virus. This is not a individual country to country or nation to nation problem. It is a global, international issue that should have been dealt with properly when first discovered, but it was not, especially by us. North and South America did not really do a very smart deal when it came to the COVID. I think some people ignored it. I think some people think it's a hoax. Well, if it's a hoax, it's a global hoax. And with the number of people dying from it, it's not a hoax. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've gotten irritated by people that I've seen walking around, not even with the mask on, let alone any other precautions. And, well, those people are part of the problem, not part of the cure, but part of the, solution. Maybe I'm just somebody who thinks outside the box, but in this situation, no, I'm staying in my box. I'd rather listen to the CDC and those who are basically being smart about it, and I don't mean just here in our nation, I mean overseas. Now, I heard stories that in Britain or the UK, you can leave your home, but you couldn't leave your property. You can go and do the essentials, which under the situation, I think the essentials would be to go to the grocery store, go to your doctor. If you had a job where they didn't close you down, yeah, you still have to do your job unless otherwise advised. Now, I know because of this whole COVID situation is causing economic issues worldwide. It's not something to stick your nose up at, let alone shake a stick at. It is a situation where everybody is affected in one way or another by COVID. Whether you know somebody or have somebody within your family that has either contracted the disease or died from it. It's not a laughing matter. It's not something to be joking around about. It's not something to be, oh, it's a hoax. I can go out and do whatever I want without a mask. No. I did joke at one point in time about it when it first started out that, we're going to all, you're not going to be able to tell us apart in a international situation because we're all going to be wearing the same kind of mask that China's been wearing for years. That, in fact, I did joke about it, that if it got, that because it's gotten so out of hand, you might as well be living in a hazmat suit or putting a bubble around your house. That joke right there, it's not a joke because, in fact, that's how serious the issue is. It's gotten so serious that it's not, my brother-in-law and niece who live out in Vegas, their jobs weren't closed down in Vegas. They were considered essential personnel. Even though I don't know why my sister or my brother-in-law was, because he was a contractor, and my niece was a, can't remember if she said she was a hairstylist or a barista, because she did do both. She's worked for Starbucks, but I think she's working at a salon or something like that. I can't remember. But their jobs weren't closed down. They went to work and they wore masks, and they still, both of them still got corona. Thank goodness that neither one of them died. They just got the virus, did the whole self-isolation, did what the doctor told them to do, did what they were told to do, basically, and it went away. They've got I don't know if they're called antibodies, but they've got in their bloodstream evidence that they had corona. Like, it's in there somehow. I don't know. But I also knew about 2 people who got it and did not live. They died from it. It's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. It's something I worry about. Now, it is Mom's birthday, and she wants Colton's. She wants Colton's Steakhouse for dinner. I don't know if we're going out or not. I know it's probably cheaper if we did go out. I'd rather do it that way than, alright, no. I'd rather have it delivered to my home than go out. But it's Mom's birthday, and she, we're going to do what she wants to do. Knock on wood, none of us have gotten sick with anything more than just our seasonal crud. But I do monitor it because I work at a restaurant. I work at Dickey's Barbecue Pit. And there are plenty of people of all ages coming in and out of there without a mask. And we're running low on sanitizer at my job, so I'm gonna have to bring in my own personal sanitizer. But I get in anywhere from an hour to a half an hour before we open the doors, and as soon as the first set of customers come in, I put on my mask, because I should probably put on my mask, from the moment I walk in the store to the moment I get in my car, because everybody I've worked with has basically left their mask off until customers start coming in. And I know this time of year it is difficult for me to breathe through that mask because of my allergies and sinuses and bronchial issues and the whole 9 yards. But I'd rather deal with my breathing issues and go in the back room for a few minutes to take the mask off just so I can catch my breath. But Friday I didn't get that chance. Ooh. I don't know if I talked about Friday. I usually don't talk about certain issues, but let me rewind. Friday. Oh, by the way, this is my soda for the day. Jerry suggested I drink it in the morning time, whether I'm at work or not, because the caffeine will not wear off by the evening time. Anyhow, we're gonna rewind for a quick second. Friday. I went Friday morning going, okay, I have to work with Lisa, who I enjoy working with because we get along. Patsy, which I've never really worked with her, and I probably shouldn't be using their names, but since I'm not slandering anybody, I don't care. So I was like, okay, I get there at 10 o'clock in the morning to basically unpack the truck, because I am probably the better person to unload the truck. I had the 3 of us, but I unloaded the truck, and I was having no problems, and then just getting done with the heavier part of the truck when my co-worker Lisa got a call for a family emergency. I know what it was, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's personal on her end. But anyhow, she got a family emergency call, and she basically had to leave the store. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Nobody here really knows how to do the block as good as you do. And she goes, well, I think you can handle it. Don't you think you can handle it? I'm like, well, I know enough that I can muddle through. And so she left on it for her family emergency. She said she might be back by 1:30. That's usually when we get busiest for our lunch crowd. And I'm like, okay, well, let me know what's going on so I can basically not worry about you, because I do worry about people who work with me. Well, I ended up doing the block, which is where we cut up our meats, basically, cut our meats up for our plates, whatnot. And luckily, there's a cheat sheet on how much each item is supposed to be, or how much it weighs, the quantity of the product, basically. So I was like, oh, so it's just me and Patsy. Now, I have never really worked with Patsy, so I don't know how good or bad it was going to be. I had to unlock the doors. I decided on me. It was my decision. And when I talked to Debbie, our boss, about it, she was like, that's fine. That's fine, as long as you were able to make it through the day. So basically, the back door, not really the back door, the side door that we use for people to pick up foods or carry out orders, I left it unlocked. Because I didn't want to deal with the running back and forth between two different registers trying to get orders from both ends of the house done up. Thankfully, for the most part, one, it was not busy, and two, we only had one small family of three walk out because they didn't want to wait. And I wasn't going to try to go mad dash speeding through the whole process and nicking or cutting off a finger. No, thank you. But I made it through the day. Everything was fine and dandy, hunky-dory, no, like, upset people. Most of the people who came through were very understanding and like, oh, your first time doing that? Okay, sure, take your time. No problem. So I made it through Friday. Yay. So now I know I can do the block. I'm not quick, I'm not fast, but I know I can do the block. Well, this coming Thursday, Alicia may or may not be in town because she has to go to Kansas City for family legals. I don't know what it is. It just knows that she has to be up in Kansas City on Tuesday and may or may not be back. So Thursday night is going to be me, a young lady by the name of Jay. She's really good at the register. She's very happy-go-lucky. And another young lady by the name of Brianna. Now, this is not a slander. This is not a put down, anything like that. But Brianna has, how do I put it politely, control issues. That and the fact that she's not as fast as, she's probably not as fast as I am. But this is Thursday night. I close with them. I'm going to have to, I may or may not go to talk to Debbie about it the next day or two, Monday or Tuesday, because let's just say between Brianna's feeling that she has to be in control of everything and my, I don't take orders very well from somebody who's not been around the store longer than I have. So it's a personality issue, basically. But if I don't get the chance to talk to Debbie via text or in person, and I go in at my regular time, which is 4, and Brianna's supposed to be there at 3, which means Brianna's the person who's basically at block is supposed to be in charge. Yeah. I'm just going to go in there and do what I feel is necessary to do, and I'm not going to let my anger issues or those kind of things be a problem, because if they start to be a problem, I will leave the store politely and give Debbie a call to let her know why I left early. But yeah, that and a factor. One of my other concerns is because a lot of people don't like Brianna because they've had to work with her more than I have. I'm afraid that Jay may or may not show up. And if that's the case, I have to stay until 8 p.m. But we'll see. Anyhow, I've spent a little longer than I want to on here. So I'm going to sign off. If you guys enjoyed this little chat, and I know I was kind of, before I start that, today is Sunday. I was going to do a Bible study, Bible chat, but because of the current circumstances in this house, and today being my mom's birthday, I don't want to spend too much time elsewhere. I will try to do, depending on how things go tonight or tomorrow morning, I will try to do the Bible chat that I was going to do today, which we are starting the New Testament. We are starting in Matthew. So hold on to your socks, because the New Testament is going to have more than just a Bible reading. I will probably put my personal opinions and personal feelings. I don't know if I'd say personal or not. Well, we'll go through it and touch on it. I will try to make it each segment one part instead of two. Jerry had made a suggestion about a video that I did not too long ago that I did not post because it was almost an hour and 20 minutes long. She basically suggested trying to find a way to split it in half and do two parts. So I might have to learn how to do that, but we'll see. So until I'm jumping all over the place. So if you enjoyed this this little video chat, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in the question and comment box. I look forward to questions and comments nowadays. I have been. It's been food for thought and given me something to focus on for my video. So yeah, I'm enjoying those. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you want to, there's a button floating around here somewhere to click on for subscribing, and then you can click that bell, and YouTube will let you know when I put in a new video. So until next time, be safe, take care of each other, watch out for your neighbors. God bless. Good day. Bye.